Hi guys, I am here to do my 38-week update. As for cravings this week, it's been mostly the same as normal. The sour things, McFlurries, Oreo McFlurries have been something that's new, and Slurpees have been my main things for this week. As for symptoms, I have had swollen feet, hand, and ankles. And it's like all the time. It's not just at night like it used to be or just after work like it used to be, which brought up some concern, but I'll talk about that later on. I've also had some headaches as well as back pain. Not too bad though. Also gas as normal. Lovely, I know. I've had some heartburn as well as acid reflux, so that's, it wasn't bad heartburn. Acid reflux was kind of intense, but not horrible. I've been feeling pressure as I was before, and I'm getting more contractions now than I am Braxton Hicks. And contractions vary day to day. Sometimes I have a lot, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they're more intense than other days. It really just depends at this point. But it's nice knowing that the body's preparing, so that's exciting. The baby's had hiccups a ton, just like normal. And I also was able to get a pedicure, so I was hoping that would help kick me into labor. I did have some contractions during it and stuff like that, but didn't turn into anything clearly. That was nice, so that my toes are going to be nice and painted for birth, because I clearly can't paint them myself. I can't reach. It's very hard to put my shoes on. Putting pants on sometimes can be difficult. Getting out of bed is still difficult, and it's not going to get any easier until after. So those kinds of things are getting more and more challenging as time goes on, but I'm hoping that I have less than 3 weeks. I really hope I don't have to be induced, but we'll see. I had a doctor's appointment on the 24th. However, on the 23rd, on the 22nd, I came home after work like normal, felt fine, and then I know I felt really gross, really nauseous and everything like that. And then the next day at work, I was fine, and then felt really nauseous again and yucky. I've been congested and stuff, so I called the doctor, and they're like, oh, well, we'd like you to come in just because you're so far along. We want to make sure it's not some type of infection or you don't have like the flu or something. So I got off work early and I went to the doctor's, and we went over a few things, and I am showing some signs of preeclampsia. So they wanted me to just, go home and relax. So I did, and they wanted me to call the next day and let them know how I was feeling. So I went to work on the 24th, and I already had canceled my appointment for the 24th because I was just seeing on the 23rd. But I ended up calling them and letting her know what was going on. She goes, well, I'd like you to come in and get checked by one of the midwives and see what's going on. So I went in to be checked by the midwife, and some of my symptoms were still there and like prevalent, and I had, I think, one more symptom at that point. My vision was a little strange, so she did send me to the hospital, and I did get some blood work done and got my vein blown out, if you can see that. Lovely, I know. But I got some blood work done, and luckily I do not have preeclampsia, and it's just nice knowing and going to the doctor and having stuff done to check that, so that's a huge relief. I was monitored. He's doing fine, moving a lot like he should be, and his heart rate's fine and everything like that. And I did have, I think, 3 or 4 contractions while I was there, so that was cool to have that monitored and be able to see it on the monitor, like the number go up like in the 80s and 90s when I was having a contraction. So that was fun. But at my doctor's appointment on the 23rd, I was checked. I am a ½ centimeter, which I'm excited about. It's my first kid. She even said that a lot of women with their first don't have anything really going on at 38 weeks. So that was cool to have at least a ½ centimeter. She said I could be more, but checking me more would have been more painful, I guess, like, because my cervix is very high up right now still. So she's like, I can check to see, you might even be a full 1, but she's like, it would be a lot more painful. So I was like, oh, I'm not that concerned about it. But I am 65% effaced, so that's cool, and my cervix is soft. So I'm glad that that stuff's progressing. I don't want to be checked again until 40 weeks if I make it that far. So my next doctor's appointment is on the 31st, and then the following one, when I'm full term, which is on my due date, is my next appointment. So if I do make it that far, I do plan on being checked then. My weight was 161, I believe, when I went. So I have gained, but that's expected in these last couple of weeks. So yeah, that is all that's really gone on for week 38. So thankful that I don't have preeclampsia or anything like that. They do want to keep an eye on it just in case more symptoms come up and things like that. But yeah, that is it for my 38-week pregnancy vlog, and I will show you guys my belly. Alright, so here is my 38-week belly with my shirt up. Or my shirt down, sorry. And here it is with the shirt up. Definitely big. Let's bring this down a little bit. Oh, sorry. So I can do my measurement. And it is measuring at 43 inches. You can definitely see how dark my mother's line is, and it comes all the way up to like right here. And you can see all of my stretch marks down here. Definitely can see the cuts. And he is pretty low down there. So yeah, that is my 38-week belly.